The darkness falls away to morning as a lone masked manhunter, the world's greatest detective, delivers three agents of a foreign power.
Appreciate all the trouble you went to. You must understand, the experiments we've been conducting here are against our will.
The biggest and boldest robbery in the history of New York, and a one-man job at that. So, you know who I am. Tell me, how did you figure it out?
If you would permit me a moment to light my pipe, it might become clearer to you.
Yo, yo. Let's cut the music. Adam A says, I'm good. Love your work. Your reels have helped me a lot. I appreciate it, bro. That's what I do it for. All right. I'm gonna go ahead, jump into it. Let's see here. All right, so today we're talking about the influence of 90s catalogs on graphic design. And so what are catalogs? Catalogs, they're commonly tucked between newspapers. Catalogs were produced by both fashion magazines and retail brands, serving as a source of style, inspiration, and a shopping guide, typically featuring editorial style spreads, product listings, and advertisements. Kind of catalogs were around before Pinterest. This is all pre-Pinterest. So believe it or not, they influenced the fashion trends and kind of help bring fashion to a broader audience. Pinterest wasn't around back then. Pinterest didn't jump on the scene until like 2010 or like 2012. And so before that, there was, I guess, catalogs. Not to say that's like the only form of inspiration, but for fashion, but definitely one of the few. So one of the most common ways that people receive fashion catalogs was through direct mail. Retailers and fashion brands would send these catalogs directly to customers' homes, often targeting those who had made previous purchases or signed up for mailing lists in stores or via a cell phone. And so some of the first catalogs ever produced was this one from Aldous Pius, and he made a catalog of a bunch of Latin classic songs and whatnot. And then there's William Lucas, who made a catalog specifically about like seeds or something like that. And then there's William Prince's Fruit Tree catalog, and then Tiffany and Co. with the Blue Book that came around in like 1845. And then the two big ones that kind of were like at the forefront of kind of catalogs were the Montgomery Ward and Sears. And the Montgomery Ward specifically, I think the ones before that that I kind of just mentioned, um, the ones before that, they were more focused on, they had their own kind of set of products, not ranging kind of, they weren't kind of doing the Amazon thing, kind of how Amazon has like pretty much all you can ask for, you know what I mean? But Aldous Pius, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but he was focused on one specific thing. William Lucas with his seed catalog, he was focused on one specific thing, as well as Tiffany and Co. But the Montgomery Ward, they were they didn't just focus on like household items or anything, or just one thing in particular. They were doing a lot. So you could buy appliances through them, just all kinds of stuff. And then kind of Sears kind of Richard Warren Sears is his actual name. So the company is named after him. He started off selling watches and then kind of later on expanded. And then Sears went on to be one of the cornerstone brands to run with the catalog that would last throughout the 90s. And then here are some common styles and motifs within catalogs. So often you'll see grid systems, two, three, and four column grids, so that you can kind of maximize the amount of product listings that you have on one page. This here is an East Bay catalog page. How many of y'all remember East Bay? Design Studio, what's good with you? How many of y'all remember East Bay? I used to get East Bay catalogs to the crib all the time, bro. And then There's framing, and so using framing as a way to call attention to specific products, or just using it as a way to bring attention to an image of some sort, or like the way that they have it here. They're calling attention to the models here. And then also full length shots is a common motif, especially found within dahlias. I want to say dahlias so bad. I feel like dahlias should be the correct term for it, but it's dahlias. Dahlias was a popular catalog magazine within the 90s. But what dahlias did was, I think this one here isn't from dahlias. This is from I think like 17 magazine or something like that. I could be wrong on that. But what Delia's did, and specifically, was kind of focus on these very kind of dynamic shots, full length kind of body shots, or slightly cropped of some sort, something that was a little bit more youthful, as opposed to, kind of the standard here, like what you see. I believe this is a catalog from Sears or J.C. Penney. Um, and moving on. And so some more common motifs that you would often find: bold typefaces, like IKEA is utilizing here in one of the pages from their catalog, to call attention to, maybe it's a sale or something that's going on, or it's a headline and you want to call attention to that, so you would use a very bold, striking sans serif typeface for that. And then you've got product numbering, which is popular throughout catalogs. If somebody, I don't know if this kind of serves a purpose other than just kind of being a stylistic choice nowadays. But having like uh you know having all of these alphabetized, this like, oh, A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and you would pick up the phone, call, say like, hey, I'm interested in product number so and so. And so that was kind of where product numbering kind of started from. And so then we've got tables here. And so you can see kind of on the left of this right here, we've got like we've got the headline, and then you've got pricing right here. It's really small and I can't zoom in, so I'm sorry. And I'm blocking it too. So let me see if I can move my screen out the way for y'all. Yeah. So right here we've got tables, which is really good for kind of large text blocks of information. So from like your headline to your description to your price, or maybe you had variations of some sort like that. And so that's where you would see a lot of these come into play, as far as kind of like tables within catalogs. Yeah, I'll post this. This will be available later on my YouTube as well. All right, let me okay, cool. And then now I'm gonna get into more examples of vintage 90s shopping catalogs. And so these are just some of the catalogs that were kind of more popular throughout the 90s also. And so I believe these are from Sears, uh Intertoys here. We've got an East Bay ad here. I'm not sure where this is from. This could be from, I want to say like I don't know actually. Maybe like Mecca of some sort. I know this is from Delia's, because we've got like the full body kind of image, kind of dynamic posing often. Um you see what Delia's does is they'll like accompany it with instead of just being one model, it'll be pairs. And so they do like these groupings of models, but full body in frame. And Delia's is kind of renowned, or just kind of known for that. And so all of these are Delia's. Then we've got kind of an alloy cover here. And so these are just like some different catalog pages or catalog designs from the 90s. So how are y'all feeling about these? What do y'all think about these? A great inspo. Yeah, I love this type of stuff. This is my bread and butter right here. Anything stick out to y'all with these ads? How many of y'all was around from for Delia's. Design Studio says, "Where did you dig these, bro?" I can't. This is weeks on weeks of just research. I can't tell you, like, not one place. It's many places. But in the document, I'll cite my sources and stuff, so you'll be able to, if you really want to dig further, I'll um I'll cite the sources and stuff, so you can go and check out all the websites and different places where I've kind of pulled kind of research and inspo from. Adam Mays says they're very collective, like a collage. Yeah. And so moving on to the next one, uh, we've got, I don't know where these are from. I know this is from 17 magazine. This one is from IKEA, and then I believe this one is from like oh, this one is from Toys R Us. This one is from Delia's also. Then we've got some Radio Shack ads right here. I'm gonna assume all of these are Radio Shack. TT says those are sick. I like the lettering slash numbering for different items. I definitely could have utilized that in my submission. Yeah, that's one of the common motifs. Very very fun. It's fun to play around with this type of aesthetic and this type of look. And it makes me think about the designers back then, when they were actually doing this stuff. I doubt that they knew that we would be pulling, inspiration from all of this stuff today, and looking at this stuff as if it's inspiring. They're probably just like, oh yeah, we've got a revision on this page, and then someone sends them a Microsoft Word document, and they've got to squeeze in like just way more copy that was than what was initially there. So they're just kind of just ready to be done with making all of these things. But yeah, how many of y'all had how many of y'all had like lava lamps growing up? I saw this and I was like, yeah, I had a little lava lamp growing up. It's kind of cool. And then we got what's next here? Y'all ready to move on to the next page? Y'all got any more before I move on? You can screenshot this if you want. I'll probably I'll probably leave this up on YouTube and stuff so you guys can check it out. All right. And then we've got next up we've got examples of how designers are utilizing similar styles today. I just kind of found a bunch of inspiration and stuff. And so this is what I was able to find. And so these are some more kind of, I wouldn't say like up to date, but more modern sort of takes on catalog design and stuff. And so I believe this design here is from, I want to say Vanity, a clothing brand of some sort. I don't think that this was a page within a catalog necessarily, but they did pull some inspiration. They've got kind of full body posing and images here. They also have I can't tell if they have the products numbered and whatnot, but it looks like they do. But I know one thing that I often saw when doing my research for like catalogs and stuff, a lot of the kind of archival pages, they would have like these scans of different catalog pages, and they're pages that people have owned, and they just decided to scan it in and just upload it. And so oftentimes you would find that there are a lot of like circles, people are circling things and saying like just to be like, oh, like this is the one I want this item here or something like that. So people would often circle things or scribble on top of different pages and stuff, to kind of bookmark them for later, or just kind of add it to their wish list or something. And so you can kind of see what Vanity does is kind of similar to that. And I think this is a kind of mock ad for Yeezy Gap. I'm not sure if this is real, but you can kind of see they kind of play off of that as well, with this design. If anybody knows the person that designed this, please do let me know. I'll credit them in the document as well. But I have these two other designers here, and I tried to make sure that everyone was credited. But then we've got some spreads from one of Tyler the Creator's drops. And then we've got also I believe these are from, I want to say, Huron Preston. So this this one is from Huron Preston as well as this one over here. And so sorry. So both of these are from Huron Preston, but yeah. What y'all think of these? What type of fonts were most used for this style? I'm not too sure exactly. I would say probably sans serif. It's legible, easy to read, but as far as an exact typeface, I can't be too sure. I would say probably the the typefaces that would be used within kind of like each brand's kind of style guide. So I'm sure Sears has their own style guide that they use for their body copy, headlines, and stuff like that. JC Penney, all of those brands. So they probably just aligned with what was correct within their style guides and stuff. And so, yeah. So what do y'all think about these? How are we feeling about these? Cool. All right. Y'all ready to move on to the next slide? Adame says there's a lot of similar color palettes within these examples. Creamy, background color. Yeah, that I feel like for the newer ones, um, the ones that are more modern, I feel like that could be a more. I feel like that approach is definitely intentional. But for the older ones, I think it could just be because of age. And but we use the kind of cream color backgrounds as a node to that to kind of make things feel and look a little bit more vintage. All right, moving on. So next up, we've got some brands prevalent within the 90s utilizing catalogs. And so UT Curse was good. And so we've got hold up, let me get this right up over here real quick so I can see the chat. I can't see what y'all are saying all the time. Let me see here. There we go. Wait, actually that kind of messed it up. Bad y'all. Let me get the chat right real quick so I can see y'all, boy. Okay, got it. Perfect. Yeah, and so we've got some brands prevalent within the 90s utilizing catalogs. So East Bay had their own catalog, Delia's, Sears, KB Toys, Wet Seals, Fat Farm, JC Penney. These are all just brands that just kind of utilized catalogs as a way to kind of increase their bottom line. And so yeah, how many of these brands stick out to you? What brands stick out to you? Did you guys kind of have any of these catalogs growing up? I know I mentioned that I had East Bay. I used to get the East Bay catalogs, just on the regular. JC Penney's, I'm not too sure of. Maybe Radio Shack. All right, bet. Let's go on to the next slides. All right, now I'm gonna highlight some ads and marketing. Just kind of, ads that are from brands often featured within retail catalogs. And so these are some brands that didn't necessarily have their own catalog, but you would see these brands recurring within catalogs. So we've got kind of like a Fila ad here by Foot Locker within the bottom left corner. So this would have probably been in a Foot Locker catalog or something like that. Nintendo, this probably would have been in like, I don't know, like some sort of gaming catalog, maybe like Radio Shack or something like that. Um, I'm not sure about like Echo Unlimited, or but this is a Gap. This is a Gap. Sorry, this is a Gap ad here that would be featured in a Gap catalog. So what's standing out to you guys about these ads here? Do you guys have a favorite? I would probably say my favorite ad here is definitely gonna be the. I feel like I'm biased when it comes to anything dealing with like Nintendo, Sega, like whatever. So like I gotta go with this one. Like this is just a fire ad altogether. That TT says that that top left nappy one was also on my mood board for this project. Okay, yeah, yeah, you locked in, you locked in. Okay, UT Curse says the blue one, the nappy one. Yeah. The game John 3K says the Game Boy one always stands out to me for real. Same, bro. Asno says the colors in these stand out more. Uh UT Curse says sick. Adam A says I like how the models bring the clothes to life. Yeah, and like in this Foot Locker one here, you know, I feel like they're all kind of utilizing some sort of kind of dynamic posing. Like this is a very unconventional angle, I would say. You know what I mean? I feel like, and even this in this Gap one, it's like, what is this dude doing? You know what I mean? Like what kind of pose is that? I really like the nappy one. The Echo Unlimited ones are like really chill. But definitely the this one in the top right corner here, I feel like it's a lot more realistic of what would have been in like maybe a Radio Shack catalog. And I feel like kind of once you get into this style here of kind of like advertising within catalogs, you kind of start to see some similarities between this and what Nike was doing in like all of their old ads, or like what Apple was doing within their old ads, of just like the big bold sans serif typefaces, just extremely chunky, and just throwing it at the top, image in the center of some sort, or product in the center, and then just having like some body copy or some descriptive text at the bottom. All right, moving on. Moving on next, we got some videos. And so this one is, and these videos are just to talk about brands, that didn't necessarily have their own catalog, but were often featured in catalogs. So I just kind of wanted to share some of the advertising that was kind of floating around back then. And let me turn up this audio for y'all. All right.
Lars Blackman here with my main man, Michael Jordan. Yo, Mike, what makes you the best player in the universe? Is it the vicious stunts?
No, Mars.
Is it the haircut?
No, Mars.
Is it the shoes?
No, Mars.
Is it the extra long shorts?
No, Mars.
It's the shoes it, right?
Nah.
Is it the short socks?
No, Mars.
Money's gotta be the shoes. 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 You sure it's not the shoes?
I'm sure, Mars.
What about the shoes?
No, Mars.
Money's gotta be the shoes.
Yeah, that one is a classic for sure. All right, next up we got an ad from Tommy Hilfiger. So let's check it out.
Take 10.
Too drab, too dark. I need color.
1 3, David, take 3.
No, get that off. It's wrong. No time. Cut. No gray.
Take 22.
What do you want me to do? Change? Wardrobe?
103, David, take 40.
Give me Tommy jeans. I need color in life.
Tommy jeans make a scene.
Oh, did I make a mistake and pause it? Oh, there we go. So that was Tommy Jeans, Tommy Hilfiger. Let's see the next one. Next up, we've got an ad from Game Boy. This is from Game Boy's debut, which I believe was around like 1990.
Take 10.
Here we go. 1998.
Where's my lunch money?
My bad, y'all.
You haven't been flossing.
You haven't been flossing.
Get a job.
each and every Game Boy game. New Game Boy.
That's crazy. How many of y'all had the Game Boy? How many of y'all had a Game Boy Color? TT says Vans recently dropped a skate ad in a similar visual style with kids on the subway. Pretty dope. Yeah, I feel like a lot of brands like to kind of pay homage to kind of, stuff like this. Cole says, yes, sir. Yeah, I think I ran through like 3 Game Boys when I was a kid, bro. Adam Mays says, not me, I had a Nintendo DS. All right, let's go on to the next. And so next is live critique, the feedback session. Before we jump into the feedback session, I low-key wanted to do like a speed segment of some sort where we just kind of like play a game or something like that. Or would y'all like that, or do y'all want to jump straight into the feedback? TT said, me and my cousin used to play Mario and Switch every day because we had one. Okay, bet. I'm gonna get it set up. Let's take a quick little break real quick. I'll be right back.
The darkness falls away to morning as a lone masked manhunter, the world's greatest detective, delivers 3 agents of a foreign power.
Appreciate all the trouble you went to. You must understand. The experiments we've been conducting here are against our will.
The biggest and boldest robbery in the history of New York, and a one-man job at that. So, you know who I am. Tell me, how did you figure it out?
If you would permit me a moment to light my pipe, it might become clearer to you.
All right. We got the Kernan game right here. And so I guess we're gonna see how good we are at Kernan, chat. Y'all rocking with that? Let me know. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Cole says, hell nah. Okay, let's jump into it. Oh, that was the first one. Ah. Okay, okay. We got a 0 out of 100. We got a 0 out of 100. Okay, let's just go on to the next one. That's not bad. We're gonna take the L for the first one, but let's go ahead. Okay. Let's try and get this right. Y'all gotta help me. Let me know if y'all want to keep the music going in the background while we do this. Don't matter to me. How's the kerning on this? K Belly said shit, it look good to me. Yeah, that don't look too bad to be honest, for real. Somebody said shift the P more. I feel like about right there. Okay, let's see. Damn. 59 out of 100? That's not good. Okay. Redemption. I don't know. I feel like the kerning on that last one was pretty good, bro. I don't know. I feel like they tripping. The V. So I should bring the V in more. Adame says, "Let me go get my glasses." Yeah, fun fact. Your boy's supposed to have glasses. I just broke them one day and just never went and got them again. Adame says no, TT says they're straight. John 3K says I gotta make this jump full screen. Hold on. I take the V in more, but I might be tripping. Yeah, what y'all think? I feel like I took the last one in more and we just bombed it. Is this final? Let me know. I gotta squint at it. E slightly to your left. The E and S might need to move. I can't move the S. I can only move the E. Y more right or V to the left? V to the left. Okay, everybody's saying V to the left. Okay, let's scoot it over. All right. I'm following y'all lead now. Come on. V to the left. Okay, everybody's saying V to the left. That's straight. I gotta let that jump upside down for real. E to the left. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. That's starting to look. That look good. That look good. What y'all think? I think that's solid. All right, 100 out of 100. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, 80 ain't bad. 80 ain't bad. 80 out of 100. Okay, bet. Let's go to the next one. Uh, Lizu. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce that right. Says, imagine there's a straight vertical line in the middle of every letter and align those equally. That's what I was thinking with the Y. TT said, yeah, we sold. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's do this one. All right, how we feeling? How we feeling? I'm gonna go ahead and get us like half the way there for real. Hey, if you at your laptop or something right now, go and look at this junk upside down or something. Squint your eyes real quick. Let me know what's up. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's pretty solid, bro. Can the Y be moved? Yeah, I can't move the Y. I can't move the ones on the far left or the far right. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't move those. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this is pretty solid right here. I don't know. I thought the O was fine where it was. The second L maybe a little to the left. I feel like everything needs to shift to the right a little bit. Like, I don't know. TT said it looks slanted though, so I don't know. Let's just rock with it. Let's rock with it. Let's rock with it. All right, come on, give us a. Okay, Belly says I think that O need to go to the H a little. You sure? Cause if I move it and we catch an L, it's on you now. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. Nah, I'm not gonna move it. I'm not gonna move it. I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna rock with it. All right, let's see. 100 out of 100, chat. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Oh, we got 100 out of 100. Let's go. Let's see if we can do it again. Come on, can we go 2 for 2? Okay, we got await. I'm gonna let y'all do this one. I'm gonna let y'all do this one. What y'all want me to do first? W to the left. Okay, definitely the A needs to be moved. Okay. W towards the A. The A to the left. Might as well go and bring the I over a little bit, huh? Mm-hmm. I to the left. I ain't gonna lie, that look pretty solid. A to the left. Hey, I think, yeah, this look pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all want me to push the button? Oh, my bad. I moved it. I moved it. I think that's good. Dang, bro, y'all selling. 76? Yeah, they gotta be capped. Okay. Let's do another one. We'll do one more after this one. Then we'll get into the live critique. Okay, let's see. Adam A said, hell no, I'm gonna pass with this one. John 3K said I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I don't even like the way they got it kerned in the first place, bro. Like why is it so spaced out? Okay, let me see. I've been designing for 10 years, chat. Let's see what it's talking about. 10 years of experience right here. It all comes down to this moment. Can I get 100 out of 100? Got a lot on the line right here. Whole graphic design career. If I get anything less than a 90, I'm gonna lose all my clients today. Okay, Belly says, dang, this moment. What y'all think? I'm stressing, chat. What y'all think? Nah, this look pretty good. It's all or nothing. I think that's pretty solid. Nah, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Hey, y'all got to do the next one. He says, "I believe in you, bro. I want no responsibility for this." I think that's good, bro. I'm about to sell. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to sell. Let's see, chat. 82. I'm cooked. Am I cooked, chat? Not bad though, for real. Not bad. All right, one more after this. All right, this I mean this the last one actually. All right, this y'all right here. This all y'all. What can y'all do with this? Yeah, I'm taking a I'm come on, somebody got to step up to the plate, bro. Somebody got to step up to the plate for this. Y'all can't hang me out to dry. Y'all can't do me like this. This is a team effort. You to the left, okay. The O can go to the J for sure. Okay. Way more. To the left, I'm gonna go ahead and move the I guess. Oh, actually. There we go. T needs to back up off the E. Okay. Okay, T needs to okay, there we go. Line the curve of the letters up like it's a cursive font. Okay, okay. It gets kind of, I don't know, right up in here is like kind of crazy. Right in this area right here. I feel like everything over here is good. The end of the U should match with the top of the I and then work from left to right. Okay, bet. That might be it. That looked pretty solid. What y'all think? That's it right there, huh? I see it. You see the vision. This it right here. I'm gonna push the button. 100 out of 100. That's not bad though. That was a tough typeface. 70 76. That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know if there's like an end to this game. I would have loved to see like an end score, like an overall score. But yep, a pass is a pass. I know that's right. I know that's right. All right, we're gonna get into the live critique. We're gonna take a quick little break real quick before we jump into the live critique. So y'all just I'm gonna bump some passing currents or some MF Doom or something. Y'all just rock out for a little bit.
We started.
All right. Let's jump into the live critique. Let's jump into the live critique. All right. Who we got first? All right. First up, we got Adam Mays. Adam Mays 26. All right. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Is it giving 90s catalog? What y'all think? Adam Mays, I know you in here. You can speak a little bit to it if you want. Y'all let me know some. How we feeling about this one from Adam Mays? Cole said the playlist go crazy. Appreciate it. That's the new official stream playlist. Adam Mays says, okay, so I kind of rushed it. W. She's a automatic 90s vibe, to be honest. Yeah, this is like I wanna say like it kind of feels like less 90s catalogs, but more of like kind of like a old like kind of vintage tabloid kind of a magazine of some sort, which isn't too far off. You've got the numbers in there, you know. You've got some framing going on, some kind of full body kind of posing there. And so it's all the elements are there. You just kind of need to work on it a little bit more. Like I wouldn't TT says color palette and layout super clean. Also used a lot of the motifs we talked about, like the numbering. Yeah, not a fan of the triangle on the right, but I love the circle and close up of the face. Yeah, you got some framing going on right there. So it looks that looks good. I would have done a more, I can't tell if you're trying to crop for the teeth or for like the pendant. And so I would have maybe cropped it in a little bit more on the pendant to kind of make it feel like it's a little bit more kind of centered or kind of focused on like a product of some sort. Adam May says, I felt like adding the red made it look modern. It does. It definitely makes it feel a little more up to date. Look like I think the text down here makes it feel a little bit more up to date also, but I think you kind of want to not aim for it to look modern if you can't get it to kind of, or if the kind of aesthetic of the kind of catalogs takes a backseat to it looking modern. I would I would focus more on kind of getting across the aesthetic as opposed to kind of prioritizing it looking modern over that. Okay, yes, focusing on her necklace. Yeah. I would have just cropped it a little bit more. TT says the black and white behind her also feels a little out of place. I think it being in color might blend more and stand out less. The black and white. Are you talking about the black and white text or the black and white or the images? The image of her. Okay. Oh yeah, the image down in the bottom right corner. Yeah, I think you could have utilized I think the main thing with this one is I'm not really seeing a grid. A lot of the catalog designs that we talked about kind of utilize um grids, and maybe it's a 2 column grid or a 3 column grid or a 4 column grid, but here I don't really get the sense that there's kind of a grid in play here. So maybe if you could have taken kind of image 1 and then 2 here, and then kind of stack those on top of each other, then put looking angelic maybe across the top or somewhere within the column along with images 1 and 2, and then put the text. And you could have also probably grouped looking angelic with the text down here, to kind of make it feel more like it was a table of some sort. And then you could have taken, maybe like put 1 and then kind of do like the dots with the tab dots in between, like the 1, and then maybe putting like a description of each image of some sort, just to kind of give it more of the sense of like there's some sort of like pricing guide or catalog or pricing guide or something attached to it. Doesn't necessarily have to be that, but I think that probably would have helped push the concept a little bit more. But I think overall you got all the elements in play. I see what you're going for. I can tell you struggled a little bit right here with your quick mask right here. And so if you cut this out with Photoshop, if you used I think it's the refine hair tool. It'll work perfectly on that. And so within your quick mask, if you just double click in Photoshop into your quick mask, you can use the refine hair tool to kind of clean this area up here. But overall, good work though. Looks solid. All right, y'all ready for the next one? Y'all got any more thoughts or feedback for Adam A's? If not, we'll move on to the next one. TT says super solid, keep it up. Adam A's that says thank you. Yeah, bro, no problem. That's what we do. Hopefully you got some good critique out of that, some good feedback out of that. All right, let's move on. All right, next up, we've got, I want to just say Bless LA or Bless La Suol. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, let me know y'all thoughts. How we feeling about this one? Definitely got some catalog vibes going here. You've got, got a headline, long description here. We've got the price right here as well. Then we've got some imagery going on. Definitely get the sense that there's a grid there. What y'all think? TT says, this is sick. I like the colors and the texture. Follows the grid. Don't have any real critiques. Adam A says there's a clear direction within the layout. Yeah. I get this seems like we've got like a 2-column grid going on here. Having the Sonic in automatically got me on board, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's how to win me over, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Sonic stan over here for real. UT Curse, dope, everything is well aligned. Cole says very or so aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, this one is solid. I would say that one of the few things that's kind of thrown me off is the background color there. It kind of has this like iridescent kind of holographic, almost kind of looks like an oil spill of some sort. But I would have just like toned back the background of this a little bit, made it feel a little bit more vintage. Maybe go for one of those cream colors that we talked about, or just make it white. I think that would have worked well. I don't think that 90s catalogs or something, I don't think that they would use something in the background of like a kind of an iridescent kind of texture of some sort, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And then right in here, I see what you're trying to do, but kind of the grid kind of starts to fall apart a little bit. TT says, I'd say the middle gutter. if this is a real magazine in print, that middle text would get folded in the pages. That's the only critique. Yeah, that's really close to the to the edge there. And maybe kind of kerning this to be a little bit tighter. Maybe more margin around the page here also, because you've got some margin here, but I'm not seeing any margin right here. So maybe kind of opening up some space right there as well. And in this top area, I feel like the grid kind of starts to fall apart a little bit. I kind of get the sense that you were trying to do like something a little bit more dynamic to kind of break the grid a little bit. But with this being so close to the edge over here, it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes everything feel out of whack a little bit. Raven says completely nailed the 90s vibe. Very well placed. Love the texture. Love the gradient. Oh. Haha. But I would have also liked to see more products, because you're showing the game, which is good, but I would have liked to see the actual, yeah, crazy spoiler, right? I would have liked to see the actual like gaming cartridge, or instead of just the Sonic kind of image. And so I feel like that could have went over well. I feel like definitely maybe could have left out the drop shadow here also. I don't feel like you really need it, unless you're gonna interpret the drop shadow in the way that it kind of feels like it's actually a part of the the scene. I would just leave it out. But definitely would have liked to see the actual kind of cartridge here. Yeah, I think you could have left out the drop shadow here also. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like you probably could have I want to say, I feel like you could have fit all of this on, if you would have done this entire thing but on one page, I feel like it probably would have worked better. What y'all think? I think that's all the feedback I got for this one. I really like the idea though. Just needs a little bit of work. Maybe in one of these I'll have y'all send me the Photoshop files, and I can get in there and mess around and do some stuff. Raven says make the font smaller. Just a tad bit smaller. A wee bit smaller. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, next up we got Chan2171. Chan2171. How we feeling about this one, chat? What are y'all thoughts on this one? Got a good grid going on. We've got some framing to call out to bring attention to some specific products here. We've also got some framing going on with this text here to call attention to a promotion that's going on. How y'all feeling about this one? Y'all got thoughts? Got a clear margin going on right here. Cole says sick. John 3K, I almost feel as though there's too much text, or like the objects themselves aren't emphasized enough. Adam A says the title really stands out with the red on the top. Yeah, that looks good. Very, very solid. Yeah. I think as far as the text, I don't mind the amount of copy with catalog magazines and stuff. They tend to kind of maximize the amount of listings that they have on an individual page. So I don't mind the copy as much. But this right here is kind of where I feel like it's kind of you're kind of start to lose me a little bit at. And then right here, it just feels like there's a disconnect here somewhere. Then also I feel like this headline could have been a little bit closer to the description here. TT says, super sick. I like the fact they used a medium that they enjoy. The Sunday Slug sale font I feel indifferent about, and the spacing in the text in the bottom left corner in the bolder text. Yeah. Top half is very cohesive, but bottom half kind of doing its own thing. Yeah, this and I feel like you were with this, I feel like maybe you were having a difficult time with the shape of the guns here, and was just trying to kind of fit the text to go with the shape. I feel like maybe, yeah, this top half is really solid right here, but this bottom half needs some work. Especially this right here, like you kind of start to go beyond your margin right here with this text. So I feel like if you would have scooted this in just a little bit, could have even brought that down, or even if you kind of took this here and kind of brought it onto the left to align with this column here, and just had both of those kind of align with the left side of this right column. Adam A says, I feel like the prices could be larger. Yeah, the pricing is pretty small there. Yeah, you could have utilized like a table for this also. And instead of having the pricing and all of that, like, you know, randomly kind of here, you could have just kind of just had the image front and center right there, and then you just could have put all of that info within a table. Probably could have done that for this also, and then instead of including it beside each product, you could have had like, oh, here's option A, option B, option C, and then just kind of created like some sort of table to go down here at the bottom. Raven says, I like the layout and the aura of it. Feels like a catalog that would be in GTA. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's nice. It does come across as like a catalog vibes. Cami Leak says, can you rate my first t-shirt project? Where can I send it? You got to send it in the Discord. Send it in the Discord. I'll rate it. Not on stream though. I'll rate it in the Discord for you. But yeah, nah, this is solid. This is solid. Y'all got any more thoughts for this one, chat? All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, bet. All right, next we got Raven with the Sonic catalog joint. What y'all think? How we feeling about this one? Vatlo was good. It's all good, bro. This will be recorded or on YouTube. I'll post this up on YouTube so you can just check it out later. STE says the new releases look a bit lost. John 3K says W for Sonic again. Nah, facts. TT says gotta go to work, but mine is Cameron. Enjoy talking, and I'll watch later to see your thoughts. Yeah. Have a good day at work. Good day, afternoon, night, whatever. Don't work too hard. Cole says color palette is crispy. Yeah, I like the gradient on this one. Yeah, somebody drop the link to the Discord in the chat. I can't do that. Raven says the text at the bottom should have been squeezed in a bit more so the pics can fit together, be less jumbled. John 3K says I love this concept. A catalog for a game items in Sonic Riders is a fire idea. Yeah, nah, that's dope. Adam A says I like the simplicity of the layout. Yeah, no, this is cool. There's definitely a kind of clear kind of grid there. I feel like the way these are kind of set feels nice. Only thing that I would say is as far as kind of like a catalog, I feel like the format is you know, a catalog, you're gonna be opening it and kind of flipping through it. If we were to put kind of a line down the middle here, it wouldn't be you know, some of that stuff would start to get lost within the kind of binding of the magazine itself. And then I don't necessarily think you need the drop shadow right here. I think the drop shadow might take away from the color a little bit, being that it's just kind of like a black drop shadow. Maybe if it was more, maybe if it was like you know, like this purple kind of color here, but you kind of used it as a drop shadow, so that way it comes across as more of like a glow of some sort, as opposed to, you know, kind of like a PNG or something that you just kind of slapped on there. And then I would say Raven says I was playing tons of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, and I based it off the gear shop in the game. Oh, nice. It's dope though. I think the body copy here probably could have been smaller. It's weird because this typeface is like I don't know, it feels it's kind of competing with the headline a little bit. So maybe if the typeface were to be kind of smaller, or you were to find like a different typeface that kind of was a little bit more simple. I feel like this one is a little hard to read here, but that's just my thoughts. Then I'm curious to see what I'm curious to see what this kind of what we could do with this up here, as far as the as far as this description here, as I feel like this description is just kind of floating there, kind of feels detached from the product kind of listings, so to say, here, and then from the extreme gear. So maybe if you were to take this and kind of move it here and kind of make this smaller, kind of, or kern these together a little bit more, so that this description feels like it's in line with the headline here, I feel like that would have done good. And then maybe even working in maybe working in some of this green a little bit also. I really like that green color right there, and you can kind of see it in Sonic's eyes, and then you've got it in the board also. And so maybe if you just had like some splashes of green throughout it, I feel like that could have really added something extra. Raven says, "Yeah, I was thinking about my laptop after I was done with it." Adam A says the Sonic title at the bottom right could be the main title at the top with extreme gear underneath, probably. Yeah, that could have been cool. And maybe like bringing bringing the size of Sonic down a little bit, and then kind of bringing this over to kind of be like kind of take up this area here. I feel like that would have been solid. Overall though, good work. Yeah, overall I like it. You know, you get an automatic W for me for anything Sonic related. That dude Xavier said could try pulling all the copy in putting all the copy in containers so they add in some more color. Oh yeah, that could work. So that like making these like kind of actually look like modules of some sort. So maybe having kind of framing this so that you've got your image here with kind of like the items from the gear shop, but then you've got like it's kind of set within another box so that you've got it kind of got this like bento box sort of thing going on for each one of the gear shop items. I think that could have been cool. But it's solid though. Good work on it. All right, next we got Cameron. What y'all think? How we feeling about this one, chat? What y'all think about this one? Let me know. That dude Xavier says need hierarchy. Very 90s. Adam A's 26 says. Yeah, definitely a lot going on with this one. Y'all got any more thoughts? Let me know some. That dude Xavier says I like the direction. Adam A says, but the alignment is slightly everywhere. UT Curse says everything feels so mixed up. Yeah, this one is K Veli says what font is the text? I'm not sure. Yeah, this one is very kind of chaotic, but I don't think that necessarily is a bad thing. I just feel like there just may be a few, you know, like one too many elements here. Like I'm not seeing like a cohesive kind of color palette. I feel like that's one thing that you could have done just to make this not even just unrelated to 90s catalogs, just to make the design better itself. Think you probably could have stuck with a few colors. Because you know, I feel like these colors here, the green, the red, then you've got kind of got this like mustard yellow here. All of those feel very different than the Sony that you have down here at the bottom, and the color palette that you have going on there. And yeah, Kvelli says I can see the vision though. Yeah, I can see the vision for sure. It just needs some work. Like you've got your call outs here, which is also cool. Like I see what you're trying to do with kind of like the outer glow on each one. I just think that may have need to be pushed a little bit more because right now the outer glow for each one is so small that it feels like an afterthought. And then maybe like the letting of this text here, if you could just bring that closer together, I feel like that would have done good as well. John 3K says feels a little chaotic for a catalog ad, like no distinct grid in my opinion. Adame says maybe the model could be enlarged to the left, which follows the rest. Yeah, definitely. I think these definitely could have been organized a little better. Like I think, I could give all the feedback in the world on this, but I think, to start off, like what you should work on probably is just figuring out like columns and grids. I think that's the one thing. Like you've got a lot of elements here. You've got a lot to play around with. Probably way more than you actually need to pull off, a catalog sort of look or of some sort. But I feel like if there was a clear kind of hierarchy here, then I feel like, this might work a little better. Raven says it clashes a bit. I feel like the focus on the items, but I feel like the focus is on the items, but I think they should have been emphasizing more. Yeah, like I feel like the model here uh is definitely the first thing that my eye picks up. And then after that it's the what's new here, but then other than that, I'm just kind of left kind of floating around here to just kind of look at random objects. And so I feel like maybe if the model was blown up a little bit. I think someone said that here, but yeah, Adame says the model could be enlarged to the left, which follows the rest. I think that's a good idea. You could have taken the model, blown it up here, and then you could have taken all of these products and then just kind of placed it in the column on the right hand side, and then I feel like maybe you could have completely done away with the thresholded sort of images in the back here, because it looks like it's one image. So you've kind of added this sort of kind of like pop art feel to it, with this one image, but you've got it replicated, within this kind of stair step sort of manner. I think you could have done away with this. I would have left the Sony logo untreated potentially, but yeah. Any thoughts before we move on to the next one, chat? Cameron, I hope you got some good feedback out of this one for real. I know you can go crazier for the next one. Y'all good on this one, chat? All right, next up, we got Nick. Nick wears Gucci. How we feeling about this one, chat? What y'all think? Let me know some. Adame says, okay, this is clean. That dude Xavier says, great work. Yeah, this one is solid. They've even got the kind of like ghost sort of like kind of ghost images within there. So like if you were to actually scan it in, then you kind of see the products and things that are on the other side of the page. So good attention to detail on this one. Adame says it's simple and enough at the same time. John 3K says, nah, this one goes hard. UT Curse says definitely a 10. That dude Xavier said maybe add something so the product names are called out a little more. Cole says sick poses, awesome work. Kavelli says this hard, but what if the borders and the letters had color? That could have been cool. Maybe a little pop of color somewhere over here on the right hand side. I don't feel like it needs it though, but definitely, just would have been something fun to play around with. Vatlo says fits in the 90s magazine. Yep. Yeah, definitely getting Delius from this. John 3K says, "Oh wow, I ain't even peeped the ghost images until now. This one is so simple but very detailed." Adam A says the choice of imagery kind of draws you in. Yeah, very the imagery is very dynamic. Even down to kind of this dude kind of being close up, but he's got this sort of like this kind of I don't know, this kind of like kind of glow within the lens here. Almost kind of like there's some sort of like he's at a rave or something, which is kind of cool. K Velli says, "Oh, so yeah, what if the product names had colors and they corresponded with the model's hair color or something? That would be cool." Yeah, I think this one is solid. I don't really have any strong critiques or feedback for this one. I think it's solid. I think one thing that could have been fun to kind of try out on this one though is that earlier we talked about when people often get catalogs, they'll go through them, pick out what they like, they'll circle it, kind of maybe scribble around it or something like that. I think something like that would have been cool with this one, just to try and push it a little further. So uh maybe you had like ballpoint pen sort of scribbles on this or something like that. So maybe some sort of like scribble elements incorporated. So I feel like that would have kind of helped frame it up a little bit, as far as like, or not help frame it up, but it would have added framing sort of aspect to it, and where you're calling attention to a specific item or specific product or something like that, and it would also kind of make it feel like it was previously owned, which kind of also kind of plays to the kind of ghosting of the images within the background here. So maybe if you were to kind of like circle, if you like these, maybe to circle that, and then maybe circle which product that was over here or something like that. I feel like that could have been cool to kind of play around with. Could have also maybe even been fun to, kind of maybe even add like a little mustache on this dude or something, just to kind of like scribble it in, almost kind of like this kid got a hold of, his mom's like JC Penney catalog or something like that, and just started going crazy. You know what I mean? I feel like something like that could have been cool. But overall, this is solid. I don't have too much feedback for this. Y'all got any additional feedback, chat? Let me know what y'all think. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. All right, last up, we got UT Curse. UT Curse. I know you in here. What y'all think of this one, chat? How we feeling about this? This is supposed to be a 90s catalog cover. So this wouldn't be a page inside of the magazine. So this would be like the cover. UT Curse says, "I'm cooked." No, you not cooked, bro. You good. John 3K says, another W. Was Oh, is that the Winona? I don't know how to say that, so I've been avoiding saying it. Adam A says clear focal point of the model. Yep, definitely. What else y'all feeling? How we feeling about the type choices here? John 3K says, "Nah, you pronounced it right." Yeah, I think this is solid. Um, my initial thought when I first saw this one it felt a little bit more like editorial, less like a catalog cover. But I feel like this could probably be more of a kind of modern kind of catalog cover, I would say. But it definitely feels a little bit more editorial, especially since you've got like the different kind of I imagine these as kind of like articles that you're gonna be talking about. Like, so step into the '90s with Winona Ryder's chic wardrobe, and then captivating audiences with her portrayal of Generation X angst and timeless literary herons. Nice negative space between the type, Adame says. Yeah, I was thinking also the amount of typefaces here. I initially was thinking like it feels a little bit too much, but then again, in kind of editorial, I feel like they do use kind of like a lot of type. They use a bunch of different typefaces for specific articles. John 3K says combine this one and the first one, and we got a full Winona catalog for real. This is dope though. Um, I like the direction of it. I do feel like the Los Angeles, California, right here is just kind of a little out of place. I would have liked to see it maybe smaller and maybe closer to kind of like the logos over here, or maybe kind of left aligned along with the articles. I just don't know where it's supposed to land. I feel like you probably could have even like taken it, bumped California up a line, and then just put it across the top above the Winona. Vatlow says alignment is crooked on some of the articles, also too close to the edge. Yeah, you got a very small margin going around there. I would have also made this pop a little bit right here. This feels like an afterthought. I almost didn't see that. It's supposed to be like the addition. That dude Xavier says, I like the idea. It would be cool to see the copy played with a little more. Yeah, like I think this is good here. I think this is solid. But right here, I feel like you kind of start losing steam a little bit. Like I feel like even this, if you had this typeface here, I feel like it would go a little bit better. What else y'all thinking, chat? I feel like some a script typeface would have went good with this also. And then I feel like, yeah, this here needs to be played with a little bit also. Like I'm reading this as like my brain wants to read this as one word, but it's supposed to say a year to remember, so your kerning here is a little too tight. So I would space that out a little bit. Um Instead of just drawing attention to the A, almost as if it's a drop cap of some sort, I would just bring that in line with the rest of the text and just make it bigger to kind of fill up this space right here. And maybe kind of do the same for this also. And then I don't mind the placement of the logos here, but they do overpower the articles a little bit. So I would have made these smaller potentially. Maybe probably brought the article not the articles, the logos down in this corner here, and then replaced um the barcode, or move the barcode to the left to be right within this white space of like where the sheet is kind of here, and then you could have brought all of this this text up a little bit. It kind of would have helped to kind of fill out some of this space a little bit. Adam A says, also, I can't see the small text line underneath the title. Yeah, this is this starts to get lost within like all of the within the color, the texture, everything. So maybe even like making that a little larger, or choosing a bolder font for the typeface. I feel like that would have done good. But I really like the type treatment here of the title. I feel like that's pretty solid. I would have liked writer not to be italicized. UT Kerr says it was my watermark. Yeah, I would have liked writer to not be italicized here if it's connected to Winona, the title right here. I just feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I don't care. Yeah, when you italicize this, it makes it feel a little bit disconnected from the headline here. But overall, solid, very solid, very solid. Adam A says has the vintage look, which is nice. And I'm trying to find some more thoughts, but I think that's all the feedback I got. Y'all got any more feedback for this one? Let me know something. UT Kerr says, thanks, G. Everything noted. I got you, bro. Well, if y'all ain't got no feedback, then, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's stream. Appreciate y'all for rocking. Appreciate y'all. If y'all got any thoughts for the next design challenge, let me know. Or if y'all just want me to do like some sort of live stream that's like a design with me sort of thing, let me know something. Let me know what y'all would like for me to do. Cause right now I'm doing the live streams and I'm just dedicating them to just kind of music, you know what I'm saying? Like I read what UT Kerr said. W stream, W music taste. Appreciate it, gang. But yeah, let me know what y'all want to see. John 3K says, I just hope I can finish my idea in time for whatever the next stream is. Yeah, if y'all got any ideas, just let me know, bro. Maybe space posters. I don't know. Adam A says. We'll see. All right, y'all. I gotta go do some client work or something. Take a walk, something. Touch grass. I advise y'all do the same. Step away from the computers a little bit. Go out, explore the real world, you feel me? Get some sleep. Vatlo says 70, 80s vintage ads. I got you. Okay. We'll consider it. Adam A says it's like 11 p.m. here in the UK. God dang. All right, yeah, get some rest, bro. All right, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Peace.